Today I got in the mail this Bible highlighting guide by the Daily Grace Co. and I'm going to use this to walk me through how to highlight a passage, and I want to take you along with me. I don't know why I'm doing this. I also got these super fancy highlighters. They're kind of like a crayon, like when I practiced it on a spare piece of Bible. Is there such a thing as a spare piece of Bible? But I practiced this, so it's just like in a random side of my Bible. It kind of felt like wax, like from a crayon. But I believe you can just twist this at the end so it keeps growing and growing and growing, and they didn't bleed through. So that's awesome. And they have little like praise hymn. This one says grow in him. So there's like spiritual sayings on the side of your Bible highlighters. Ooh, fancy. Okay, so in this book, it is very thin, as you can see, and there are like different highlighting strategies that you can use while you read the Bible, and then there's also actual text showing you the sample. And so I'm gonna pick one that I want to do with a passage from Philippians because that's where I'm reading right now, and then I want to walk you through what I do. So here I'm just flipping through the book to remember what all the different ideas are, and then I end up actually kind of creating my own from a couple of these ideas. Commands to do good in green, commands to avoid sin in pink, characteristics of Jesus being humility in purple, anytime I see Jesus showing love in blue, which ended up kind of being a gray, and then the holiness of Jesus in yellow. So now I'm just highlighting the Bible as I'm reading through Philippians 2 and seeing these different things in the text. It was a cool way to read back through the text and just to see the different characteristics of Jesus. Then I decided to flip over to 1 Kings for the other part of my reading plan to look at how I could do a similar highlighting strategy, but where it was telling more of a story. In my She Reads Truth Bible, at the start of each book, they talk about the main themes of the book. And in 1 Kings, they listed out 5, and so I chose to use those themes for my highlighting. As I was reading in this chapter, I had to keep flipping back to the beginning to remember what I was supposed to be looking for and what colors each thing needed to be highlighted. But by the time I got to the end of the chapter, I was kind of getting a hang of it. And so I feel like if I was doing this method for all of 1 Kings, or at least occasionally while I was reading 1 Kings in certain chapters, I think I would catch on to the color system and what I was looking for. And I really think it would help me remember the themes of 1 Kings instead of just reading it like a story. I would feel like I'd be learning more about the character of God by doing a Bible study method like this. So anyway, I really do like this booklet. At the beginning of it, it talks about why the inductive study is really useful. Like they have a whole page about why you should study inductively, like what that even means. It talks about the overall like arching story of the Bible, which I personally love looking at the meta narrative of the Bible and like how everything connects together. And then they have like fantastic ideas. And I am such an ideas person. Like if you know me in real life, you know, like you put me in a brainstorming session, I am like in heaven. It's fantastic. So this, like reading all the different ideas, I'm like, oh, I could do this, or oh, I could do this. It's so fun. However, I will say I'm not a fan of the Daily Grace Co. highlighters, or I guess, I don't know, these are what all Bible highlighters are like, where it's like a crayon. I'm just like, why not use a crayon? Like if you get the kind of waxy feel where it kind of crumbles as if it's a wax on a crayon, I'd rather just use crayons because then you have more options with colors anyway too. So I might just like give these to a friend, not as like a present or anything, but just be like, hey, you want these highlighters that have been like kind of used, but I mean, they're fine. If you want Bible highlighters like that, they're cute. They're like, are able to be raised up. I don't know. I might use them. We'll see. But not a fan of these. Huge fan of this. I think I was able to get these like in a combo, which is why I did that. So anyway, currently on the Daily Grace Co. website, you can get this Bible highlighting guide for just $5. I'm not sure how long this sale is going to go on for, but you should totally go grab it because $5 is an awesome steal for this book. Normally I think it's like $16. So definitely get it when it's on sale because I don't think I would say it's worth $16, but for $5, definitely that's a good price for this book. All right, anyway, so that is my review of this Bible highlighting guide, and thanks for coming along with me while I was trying out a new way of highlighting my Bible. I hope it was helpful. You learned something. Let me know if you like highlighting in your Bible, or if you're more of a black and white pen person, or if you're a I never ever write in my Bible person. I really want to know which camp you fall into. Okay. I feel like I need to show you what I'm wearing. Okay, look. I'm wearing this nice shirt and I'm wearing gym shorts because I got home from school and I was like, ooh, I look cute, I should do a video. But then I was like, I don't want to wear my skirt for this, so I put on my gym shorts. But I definitely need to go put on actual matching clothes before I go on a date later tonight. So yeah, bye.